following reading is from How to Transform Your Life, A Blissful Journey by Geshe Kelsang Gyatso. The benefits of cherishing others. Another reason for cherishing others is that it is the best method to solve our own and others' problems. Problems, worry, pain and unhappiness are types of mind. They are feelings and do not exist outside the mind. If we cherish everyone we meet or think about, our mind will be at peace all the time, so that we will be happy all the time, and there will be no basis for developing jealousy, anger, or other harmful thoughts. Jealousy, for example, is a state of mind that cannot bear another's good fortune. But if we cherish someone, how can his or her good fortune disturb our mind? How can we wish to harm others if we regard everyone's happiness to be of paramount importance? By genuinely cherishing all living beings, we will always act with loving kindness, in a friendly and considerate way, and they will return our kindness. Others will not act unpleasantly towards us, and there will be no basis for conflict or disputes. People will come to like us, and our relationships will be more stable and satisfying. Cherishing others also protects us from the problems caused by desirous attachment. We often become strongly attached to another person who we feel will help us to overcome our loneliness by providing the comfort, security, or excitement we crave. However, if we have a loving mind towards everyone, we do not feel lonely. Instead of clinging onto others to fulfill our desires, we want to help them fulfill their needs and wishes. Cherishing all living beings solves all our problems, because all our problems come from our mind of self-cherishing. For example, at the moment, if our partner left us for someone else, we would probably feel very upset. But if we truly cherished them, we would want them to be happy, and we would rejoice in their happiness. There would be no basis for us to feel jealous or depressed. So although we might find the situation challenging, it would not be a problem for us. Cherishing others is the supreme protection from suffering and problems, and enables us to remain calm and peaceful all the time. Cherishing our neighbours and the people in our local area will naturally lead to harmony in the community and society at large, and this will make everyone happier. We may not be a well-known or powerful figure, but if we sincerely cherish everyone we meet, we can make a profound contribution to our community. This is true even for those who deny the value of religion. If a school teacher cherishes his or her students and is free from self-concern, the students will respect him and learn not only the subject he teaches, but also the kind and admirable qualities he demonstrates. Such a teacher will naturally influence those around him in a positive way, and his presence will transform the whole school. It is said that there exists a magic crystal that has the power to purify any liquid in which it is placed. Those who cherish all living beings are like this crystal. By their very presence, they remove negativity from the world and give back love and kindness. Even if someone is clever and powerful, if he does not love others, sooner or later he will encounter problems and find it difficult to fulfill his wishes. If the ruler of a country does not cherish his or her people, but is concerned only with his own interests, he will be criticized and mistrusted, and eventually lose his position. If a spiritual teacher does not cherish and have a good relationship with his or her students, the students will find it difficult to develop faith in him, and this will make his teachings powerless. If an employer is concerned only with his own interests and does not look after the welfare of his employees, the employees will be unhappy. They will probably work inefficiently and will certainly not be enthusiastic about fulfilling their employer's wishes. Thus, the employer will suffer from his own lack of consideration towards his employees. Similarly, if the employees are concerned only with what they can get out of the company, this will anger their employer, who may reduce their wages or ask them to leave. The company may even go bankrupt, causing them all to lose their jobs. In this way, the employees will suffer from their lack of consideration towards their employer. In every field of activity, the best way to ensure success is for the people involved to reduce their self-cherishing and to have a greater sense of consideration for others. There may sometimes appear to be short-term advantages to self-cherishing, but in the long term, there are always only problems. The solution to all the problems of daily life is to cherish others. All the suffering we experience is the result of negative karma, and the source of all negative karma is self-cherishing. It is because we have such an exaggerated sense of our own importance that we frustrate other people's wishes in order to fulfill our own. Driven by our selfish desires, we think nothing of destroying others' peace of mind and causing them distress. Such actions only sow the seeds for future suffering. If we sincerely cherish others, we will have no wish to hurt them and will stop engaging in destructive and harmful actions. We will naturally observe pure moral discipline and refrain from killing or being cruel to other living beings, stealing from them or interfering with their relationships. As a result, we will not have to experience the unpleasant effects of these negative actions in the future. In this way, cherishing others protects us from all future problems caused by negative karma. By cherishing others, we continuously accumulate merit, and merit is the main cause of success in all our activities. If we cherish all living beings, we will naturally perform many virtuous and helpful actions. Gradually, all our actions of body, speech, and mind will become pure and beneficial, and we will become a source of happiness and inspiration for everyone we meet. We will discover, through our own experience, that this precious mind of love is the real wish-granting jewel, for it fulfills the pure wishes of both ourself and all living beings. The mind that cherishes all living beings is extremely precious. Keeping such a good heart will result only in happiness for ourselves and all those around us. This good heart gives rise to universal compassion, the spontaneous wish to permanently liberate all living beings from fear and suffering. This eventually transforms into the universal compassion of an enlightened Buddha, which actually has the power to protect all living beings from suffering. In this way, cherishing others leads us to the ultimate supreme goal of human life. Through contemplating all these advantages of cherishing others, we arrive at the following determination. I will cherish all living beings without exception, because His precious mind of love is the supreme method for solving all problems and fulfilling all wishes. Eventually, it will give me the supreme happiness of enlightenment. We meditate on this determination single-pointedly for as long as possible, and develop a strong feeling of cherishing each and every living being. When we rise from meditation, we try to maintain this feeling and put our resolution into practice. Whenever we are with other people, we should be continuously mindful that their happiness and freedom are at least as important as our own. Of course, we cannot cherish all living beings right away, but by training our mind in this attitude, beginning with our family and friends, we can gradually extend the scope of our love until it embraces all living beings. When in this way we sincerely cherish all living beings, we are no longer an ordinary person, but have become a great being, like a bodhisattva.